morning, happy Monday, and welcome to Rise and Shine Qigong with Leah Williamson of Beachside Qigong and Tai Chi. What a pleasure it is to share a little bit of what I know with you. I'm just going to get started because I just want to do some Qigong. Ideally, we stand with our toes forward, knees slightly bent, head lifted tall. Good posture. Most everyone knows what that is. And just take a few slow, deep breaths. Just relaxing into that exquisite posture you have. And then I'm going to take that into a little bit of constant bear, just to warm up real gently today. In fact, I'm going to keep it pretty gentle today, even for a rise and shine, because I woke up feeling a little off. So I'm going to keep it a little gentler today and focus on what I need, which is my blurry vision. So today I'm going to focus on the eye healing protocol, which I have to say has through the years been the most popular Qigong massage that I share with people. I've heard things from there was one gentleman who learned it from me who said he actually did not have to have eye surgery after doing this eye healing protocol for a month. His eye doctor was astounded that they didn't need to do the surgery anymore. So it's good stuff, I think. It works pretty good. But now let's just do a little bit of constant bear and warm up really gently. I'm going to shift my weight from foot to foot. Feeling how that changes it, getting a little more stretch through my low back that way than when standing with even weight without shifting weight. This thing makes me look really fat in the camera. That's okay. I don't really care. Just notice that you're breathing. You're relaxing, and it is a good Monday morning to be alive. Because what's the alternative? Thank you, body, for moving well, for being upright. Thank you, lungs, for breathing. Thank you, hands, for touching my body. And thank you, body, for feeling that my hands are touching you. But then I'm going to wind it down and come into just a little bit of shake it to kind of get things moving, because like I said, it's going to be kind of gentle today, but I want to make sure to wake you up a bit. So don't worry, we're going to get in 100 push-ups at the end, 100 push-ups at the end to keep you going. But for now, just lightly shake up your energy, shake up your blood, move everything about a bit. Let your muscles be relaxed. Try not to lock any joints. And please keep breathing. And if you need to do a little super shake it, go for it. I'm not going to do any super shake it today. I'm keeping it kind of gentle for myself. I feel like that's in line for how I'm feeling. But the great thing about Qigong is that even if you feel like you need to keep it a little gentler, you can still keep exercising and moving, which is great when you're not feeling so well and you need to keep moving, but you can't do anything hardcore. But then, I know you've probably done a whole minute of super shake it by now, but I'm going to slow it down. And then come into still. That feels really good. Let's do just a little bit of full body massage to make sure everybody's awake, starting with that relaxed wrist, pounding on your quads. Good morning, Mara. It's good to see you. Hey, Lori and Pat. Nice to see you all. Happy Monday. Pounding on the quads a little, coming down to the knees, skipping over the knees, coming into the shins, waking everything up. If you can reach your feet, go there. If not, it's early. Don't worry. And then come up the calves. And then up the back of the hamstrings, because everything that we do, it should be at your comfort level. Nothing should hurt or strain. So if anything's too much, back off, but maybe give your back a little massage. Move all that around. If it hasn't done much yet today, get all the blood flowing in there. Thank you so much, back. and rib cage. Oh my gosh, that feels really good. I haven't done that one yet today. Man, thanks for being here so I could do it with you. Thank your traps that they're holding on your head. Oh my gosh, that feels so good today. And then bring it up here over into your chest, waking up your pecs, your deltoid, waking up your bicep, your forearm, your hands, coming up the backside. Thank you, arm, for waking up and feeling good today. I'm glad you're here with me. It's really hard to make that hot water with one hand in the morning. I love to have hot lemon water first thing in the morning. Makes me feel cleaned out and ready to go. And the full body massage makes me feel pretty good too. But let's go with a little gentle circling set just to warm up lightly now that everything's moving a little. Circling the hips, keeping the head still. I was teaching this to a new class on Friday, and you know what I kept seeing? All this. The head going everywhere. No matter how much I said, keep your head still. People just don't realize what they're doing sometimes. Is your head still between your feet? Go the other way. Notice if it feels the same or different. Try not to use too much muscle into it. Just relax into it. Minimal effort. I'm noticing as I go the other way that I got a little click in my hip that I wasn't feeling when I went in the opposite direction. Maybe you're noticing things going on in the body today. As we circle our shoulders a little, I go sideways so you can see that the hands should stay on the sides of the thighs. And in that way, the shoulders won't get rounded forward. Everybody likes to look good, and when you have good posture, you look better. So keep the shoulders on the sides of the body, not in front of the body. They don't look so good there. And then after rolling the shoulders a few times, let's open up the neck with some shoulder rolls, neck rolls. So chin touching chest and relaxing the back of the neck, just bringing it over one collarbone to look off to the side. And then bring the chin back down over to the other side. Going back and forth a few times, really just relaxing those muscles. Feeling how they're just letting go and the chin goes further and further down the chest. Hey, you know, someone told me that it's difficult. In fact, a few people have told me it's been getting difficult to find the live streams. Well, if you click on the little bell that's on the screen, if you click on the bell, you'll get notification when I go live. And apparently if you're on an iPad or an iPhone, there's not or a tablet, there's not a bell on the screen, but if you click the screen, then the bell will appear. And if you click that little bell, it'll tell you anytime I go live. So here's circling some smaller joints. Opening up the wrist, the ankle. Ooh, my ankle just popped open. That felt great. So turning the hands and foot at the same rate of speed, keeping space between the palms. Don't let the palms come together. That doesn't really help to open the joints as much. But then put the foot down, get the other one going. Minimal muscle. And if it's a little awkward, that's okay, it's early. Give yourself a break, just open up the joints. Move the wrists, move the foot, the ball of the foot circling, move the knee and the hip to just lightly open up everything and shake it out a little. Let's have a little bit bigger stretch though. Here I'm gonna look forward and roll down to the ground, going real slow. Picturing that every vertebrae is opening, every joint is opening, my hands, my fingers, elbows, shoulders decompressing. And if you're flexible enough to touch the ground, let your arms wrap up.
so that gravity will help stretch you more. Oh my gosh, that feels great. Not bouncing or straining, just taking a few breaths and then rolling back up. Picturing your healthy spine inside you. One vertebrae at a time, coming into perfect balance. Finally, the head comes up. Hands are in prayer as hands rise to keep us centered, then open hands. And bringing bottom lip over top lip, stretching back, and then standing up on inhale, and exhale the arms back down. Ah, that feels good. Step out a little wider for what I call the outfield stretch. Hands on the thighs, not on knees, they don't like that. Either up on thighs or here in the quad, this big joint at the waist. Take a big inhale, stretch out the head, and as you exhale, just turn and look behind, dropping the inner shoulder. So breathe in, stretching out the spine, and then breathe out, turn and look in the other direction. Hello, Joy, it's good to see you today. Inhaling, stretching the spine out, exhaling, turn and look. And then inhale, stretch, elongate spine, exhale, turn and look back. And then breathe in to come to center, and breathe out to rise up, and shake out anything that you may need to adjust. Open and close hands. In fact, shake out the arms a little. So I don't know about you, but on Monday, I tend to do a lot of work online. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this particular protocol too. Our eyes and our hands and our wrists take a big hit when we're working online a lot. So I'm actually preparing for what comes next for me, which is getting online to work. So here I'm loosening up my arms, getting some more blood flow in there, shaking them out. And let's do this little routine called tossing the ball, this Qigong routine. Here, the palms are up. And we imagine that we have a ball in them. So here we inhale and spread out the hands, and as we exhale, we imagine just tossing up a ball. And then inhale. Then the next time, the other hand comes in front on the exhale. So we breathe in and we breathe out. Notice the little bend in the knee. Inhale and exhale. And I like to give it a little bit of speed. And in that, I did. Right away, my shoulder opened up when I brought in a little more speed, even though I'm relaxing. Kind of helps with gravity to pull the shoulder joints apart, the finger joints apart, getting more blood to flow. You're probably already feeling that in your arms. How, man, they're waking up now, aren't they? It doesn't really take a whole lot of effort to get more blood flow and to stretch them out and get them ready to work. But you know what also takes a hit? A lot of people get carpal tunnel just from working online and on their phones. So we want to make sure to stretch our arms and forearms, especially to help offset any of that. So how do we do that? A lot of people don't know. Now that you probably feel like you've got a lot of blood flow in there, let's first stretch the back side of the arm and shoulder, bringing it across the chest with a little pull. And then release and get the other one. Bring the arm to the chest and then just gently pull it closer. And you probably feel how that stretches the back side of the arm and shoulder. And shake that out. Now for the ones I really like. Make sure, right, you already woke these up, right? You want to make sure there's good blood flow in all of this before we do these stretches. So here, straighten out your arm, don't lock the elbow. Use the other hand to gently, and I emphasize gently, pull the hand to your face and then softly let go. Now the other direction, hold on to your fingers and kind of pull them towards you. That's the one we tend to need the most. So I get close so you can see how I'm doing it. grab the end of your finger and pull it towards you. That's going to give you a stretch and also decompress the joints. And when you let go real soft and gentle. Don't let it like snap back. That's not good. So we go through every finger. I'm going to bring in my pinky finger, pull that in. I feel that stretch all the way up into my elbow. And because of that, I'm going to go through them all again. How many times do you stretch your fingers and your hands? Probably not much. Most of us think about stretching the bigger muscles, but not the smaller ones. And when you can't use your hands, life is not so good. And then shake that one out. Let's get the other one. Make sure there's a lot of blood flow in there. So first, straighten out the arm, but don't lock it. Bring the whole hand kind of towards your face. Don't go so far it hurts. It should feel really gentle. And then let go. Shake it out if needed. And then grab the whole hand and pull it towards you. Oh, I love that one. And then each and every finger, pulling from the last knuckle. That's going to help to open up all of the joints in the finger, in the hand, in the wrist. There's quite a few joints that we're attempting to open. And you probably feel that little stretch through your wrist. I'm going to go through every finger twice. Again, when we let go real gently so it doesn't snap back. What do I mean? This would be snap back. That we don't want. It's not so good for us. We want to let go gently and slow because we love our hands and fingers and we want them to be able to type all the days of our lives. But you know what's really important? Thumbs, all this stuff, right? All this texting. When was the last time you stretched your thumbs? So first, just open your hands really wide, really, really wide, and then just gently close them. Gently close them into a little fist. And then open really wide. Can you feel how when you pull your thumb back, that stretches in here, this thenar eminence? So important to be able to use that and then just relax it. But let's give it a little stretch now. Take your thumb inside your fist. The pinky side is down. And then very slowly and gently push the pinky towards the floor. If you have issues here, you might feel that very intensely. I showed this to someone the other day who had carpal tunnel. And she had started doing it and immediately went, that really hurts. Because she's got issues, right? You got to stretch it out, but then take off the tension. And then do it again, real gently. Especially if it hurts, be real gentle with that pushing down. So this is stretching out some of the muscles that help your thumb to type and to work. And to pick up a cup, I wouldn't be able to pick up a cup forever. So I'm going to do just one more little stretch of my thumb muscles. I can feel it all the way up into my elbow, through the wrist, really right there, pretty intensely. And if you play tennis, this is a really great stretch too, because this gets a lot of torque from that tennis racket. So that can help, and then shake them out a bit. That felt really good, you guys. But I said we were going to focus on eyes today, and I wasn't kidding. In fact, I came prepared. I have a little chair, a little stool, because this set works best if you're able to kind of rest your arms. So I set myself up beforehand to do this. Maybe you'll want to switch to a table where you can rest your arms, because otherwise it can get kind of tiring. But this protocol is really good for a lot of things. In fact, I saw it not long ago in a Qigong magazine to help with migraines. We like being able to help with migraines, right? So very gently, we're going to warm up our hands a little. Just warm them up, especially if they're cold. No one likes to be touched with cold hands. And then we're going to just gently touch, so gently that you're not pulling the skin. Just very lightly lift
up and over. And imagine you're just lifting the energy of your whole head and face. Oh my gosh, that feels better already. So we're just going to do a few of those, just barely touching it. Almost like the lightest little love stroke you've ever given yourself. Because we're really not thinking too much about the physical body here. We're cleaning the energetic field right here. Oh my gosh, I feel better already. Now, we're going to wipe out our eyes. Imagine as you cover your eyes with your hands that you're pulling out junk. Just pull out any stuff from your eyes that you don't want. I imagine cobwebs, sticky black gunk that I'm just pulling out of my eyes and I'm flinging it away. So really set the intention that we are cleaning out the eyes so that they function well, they're not blurry, because we all want to be able to see well. And now, a little rub of the hands again. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. How'd that happen? And we're going to very softly circle the eyes. So because of the middle finger being the fire finger, we're going to use the middle finger to help stimulate the flow of energy around the eyes. But as we do this, notice we do not pull the skin. So I'm going to shut my eyes so you can see it. It's so soft, we do not pull the skin. We just barely touch, making circles around the orbit of the eye beneath the eyebrow, just a few times, barely touching, to help soothe and wake up this area that we're going to be working with the most. But we're actually going to do work on the whole face because it's all related to your eyes. So here now, pinch your eyebrows from the middle out. Just pinch and then let go, move out, pinch, let go, move out, pinch, let go, move out, all the way to the end. And do it a few times. If you get congestion, if you have sinus stuff, if you have headaches, this can really help a lot. It also helps to remove toxins from this area. If you know someone who has like really greasy, oily face or lots of acne buildup, this can help too. Just releasing these toxins that build up can actually help vision, which is why I'm doing it today, because I woke with really blurry vision today, and that's not normal for me. I've been reading a lot. So I'm going to do just one more pinching out the eyebrows, and then I'm going to shut my eyes and use my thumbs, the flat of my thumb, to push up into the orbit, just a little, pushing right on that bony surface, right there above the eyes, beneath the eyebrow, and just take a few deep, slow breaths, and then I'm gonna release that slowly. Oh, that felt good. Now, this part I really like. With soft fingers, we're gonna tap the whole face. So start maybe up here at the crown and tap all the way down the ears, down the throat, 3 times. So tapping out both sides 3 times from the crown, down the temples, down the ears to the throat. Then move to the front of the forehead and tap out and down. Not quite as wide as we were before, but still connecting with the temples and the jaw a little. Even this alone can really help to break up congestion and sinus issues. And then we're going to bring it right here to the forehead and come down the face. Just come straight down, shutting your eyes, come straight down the whole face a few times. And you won't do it too hard because most people will not touch themselves with too much force. But now you can open the eyes and come into your nose and tap from the nose out to the cheeks and down. And you can already see how that's gotten rid of some of the bags that are under my eyes usually in the morning. Just this little bit has gotten rid of them. It works really good as a facial too. So I'm going to do that a few times. And then I'm going to come out here right above my lip and go around my mouth a few times, just helping to relax all that area. Because all this fascia, all this tissue, it is related to your eye health. I'm going to do one just straight down my, actually three, just straight down the edge of my jawline. If you're someone who holds a lot of tension there, just lightly tapping the jawline muscles can really help relax them. But now rub the hands together, get them nice and warm, and do one more circle with that middle finger around the eyes. Thank you, eyes. Because now we're going to really give you some special loving. We're going to hold some particular acupoints. They're going to help you to see better. They're going to help to clear up any headaches that are going on. This routine really good for headaches. So if you look at screens, like we'll be looking at screens all day. Also really good for your eye health. So here, take that middle fire finger and touch the outside or the inside edge of your eyebrow. Now don't raise your eyebrows and do it. Just keep them relaxed, because you'll feel if you touch with the very point of your finger, not the flat of it, but the very point of your finger, you might feel a little tiny indentation. And if you're on the right spot, you might feel a little zingy sensation. So we're just going to hold this and smile and breathe and say, I love you, eyes. Thank you for working good, for seeing clearly today. And after a few breaths, we'll gently let go. Remember that gently let go, just like with the finger stretching. We don't want to let go fast. And then move out to the next point, which is right in the center of the eyebrow, directly over your pupil if you're looking straight forward. Again, you might feel another tiny little indentation, but don't raise your eyebrows. You won't feel it. The tip of your finger just barely fits in that bony indentation. And again, I have like that zingy sensation, so I'm letting off the pressure so it's not too intense. And I'm just shutting my eyes and smiling and breathing into my eyes. Thank you, eyes, that you see clearly, that your vision keeps getting better and better. And then when we let go really slow and gentle, not fast. And we move out to the next point, right here on the very end of the eyebrow. Again, it's right at that temple area. You might feel a little tiny indentation right at the top of that temple area. That's what we're going for. Here I don't feel the zingy so much, but maybe you do. It depends on what's going on with your particular eyes. So relax, breathe into your eyes, smile into them. Thank you for seeing clearly all day long, no matter what I look at, eyes. I appreciate you. And then let go real slow. We're going to come down to another point here, straight down off the edge of the eyebrow. Come straight down to the cheekbone. There's another indentation. These are actually points that eye muscles attach to. Yes, your eyes have muscles. That's how they work. So we're kind of massaging the muscles of the eye without getting too involved. So just hold it, smile, relax, and breathe. And if you have sinus issues or congestion, this point and the next one can really help to relieve that. And remember, when you let go really slow and gentle. Now the last point, right here. If you're looking straight forward, it's right in the middle of your eyes, straight down. Now don't touch in here in this soft spot. It's on your cheekbone. You might not feel it so much because it's a little more fleshy in there and less bony. But once you hit that point, you don't ever lose it. I go right to it every time. I feel that little indentation now, and I just close my eyes and relax and breathe and smile into my eyes and think about how much I love them, because I'm really glad that they work as well as they do. And then after a few seconds, release gently. I'm going to rub my hands together again, get them nice and warm, and then circle once more around the eyes a few times, just soothing those points that we held. Getting the chi to flow, the energy to flow around your beautiful eyes. Thank you, eyes, for working so good. And now, unless you're someone who should not have pressure in the eyes, and if you are, you know that, we're going to shut the eyes and use the base of the palm right in the orbit to kind of press in the whole eye socket. Just real lightly, don't press hard. And then when we let go after just a few seconds, let go really gently. And again, use the hands to wipe out the eyes. Imagine pulling any gunk we don't want out of there. Just wipe them out. Picture that anything that's holding back your vision is just leaving right now. And now we have exercises for eye muscles. I'm not going to do it as long as I normally would because we've got other things to do. Ideally, you would do each one 36 times, but I'm only going to do 3 repetitions. Well, 5 repetitions. Let's do 5 repetitions instead of 36. So we're going to exercise the muscles of the eyes so that we can stay having good vision. I recommend shutting your eyes to do this. So first, we're going to look up as far as we can, and then very slowly look down as far as you can. Now that you've seen what I'm doing, I would recommend shutting your eyes to look up as far as you can. Don't give yourself a headache. Go slow and look down as far as you can for the second time. For the third time, look up as far as you can, and then look very slowly down. That slow part is important. Don't go fast. One more. Look up, and then slowly look down. And hopefully your eyes are still shut. Just rest them, relax for a breath or two. But your eyes move in different directions, don't they? So we have to make sure all those muscles are strong and healthy. So now, again, I recommend shutting eyes. Look all the way to your right as far as you can, and very slowly look all the way to the left as far as you can. So we're going to do it 5 times. So slowly look to the right as far as you can, like you're looking behind you, and then slowly look to the left, trying to look behind you. And then slowly look to the right for the 3rd time, stretching those eye muscles by slowly turning the eyes to look behind to the left. And then for number 4, slowly turn and look to the right, and then slowly turn and look to the left. One more for 5. Remember I said 36 is ideal, but we're only doing 5 looks to the right and then slowly turning for 5 looks to the left. And then hopefully your eyes are still shut. Just bring them to neutral. Relax and take a few breaths. Your eyes also move in other directions. They go around in circles, which engage muscles in a completely different way. So this one, do not leave your eyes open. It can make you really nauseous. But I'm going to show you one with my eyes open. So first we just look up, then circle the eyes to the left as far as we can. Circle slowly down in a circle to look straight down, and then slowly up to the right. Now I notice that my eyes have a harder time coming up to the right and around. That's an indication that those muscles are weak for me. So the second time, going around to the right or to the left, looking down, and then around to the right to look up, and then third one, looking down to the left, and then down as far as you can, looking around in a big circle to the right and back up. Number 4. The circles take a little longer because it's a bigger range of motion. Back up to the top, and then one more for 5 to the left.
going around and down, and slowly try to make that full range of motion. My eyes don't want to make that full range, so I have to kind of force them at that point. And then after 5, just relax your eyes, smile into them a little, taking a few breaths. But the muscles that move the other direction are a little different, so we have to go the other way. So after a little rest, we're going to look up and then down to the right this time, all the way down at center, and then up slowly to the left. See, that's much easier for me to look up to the left than it was to the right. Maybe you'll notice a difference as we look down to the right for number 2, all the way down at the center, over to the left, we roll up to center, down to the right for 3, and then straight down to look up, trying to achieve that full range of motion all the way up to center. I think this is number 5, down to the right. Sometimes I have a hard time counting while I'm talking, all the way around and up. And then after 5, just shut your eyes, let them relax. Remember, I said ideally you do 36 of each one of those. That's going to help to offset migraines. Yes, if you know someone who has migraines, doing this protocol can really help them. So now, warm up your hands again, get them nice and hot. And we're going to do a visualization now of healing the eyes. So I'm going to do it first, but you'll have to see what I'm doing to understand it. But then you do it. So I'm going to get my hands really, really hot, and then shut my eyes and cover them with the palms cupped. And just rest there. And I'm imagining red, gold, and purple lights going into the eyes. So picture red, gold, and purple lights going into your eyes and helping them to heal. For just a few breaths, the most beautiful reds, the most beautiful purples and golds are going into your eyes and helping them heal. And then as you remove your hands, wipe out any residual junk. And let's do it again. Get your hands nice and hot, building up the energy in there. Nice and warm. And then once they're nice and hot, shut your eyes and suddenly cover them with cupped hands, picturing the energy, the heat flowing from your hands into your beautiful eyes. Red, purple, and gold lights going into your beautiful eyes to help them function well today. Thank you, eyes. And then again, when closing, do that wiping out motion. I'm going to do it a couple times because now all the junk is gone. I can see so clearly. Now, first, your vision might be a little blurry after doing that because the eyes have to reset after stretching out and working some of those muscles. But now, like we did in the very beginning, whole face lift. So very lightly stroking up and back over the head, not moving the skin, just imagining you're lifting the energy of your whole face, your eyes, your head for the day, lifting up. Oh my gosh, that feels great. And look, if you noticed in the beginning, I had these huge bags under my eyes when we started. They're gone. So not only good for your eye health physically, but also make you look prettier. Get rid of the bags under your eyes if you have that issue like me. Let's see. I feel tension in my forehead doing the closed eye circles. Yes, you have to go very slow. That's part of going slow with it. If those muscles are not real strong, you'll feel them when you're moving them. Just like if your bicep isn't real strong, the first couple times you try to do a bicep curl, man, you feel it. But then those muscles get stronger
and you don't feel it so much. Thanks for putting that in the comments, Pat, because other people probably felt that too. I feel it when I make the circles. Sometimes like I'll hit a certain point and it'll feel uncomfortable, it'll hurt a little, but then after I go through it a few times, it's not as uncomfortable. But now let's stand up, get moving again, because it's Monday and you got to make sure that you're awake and moving. Well, I got to. That's kind of my job on the rise and shine. So, come back to center, nice and tall. Stretch out with a little constant bear if you got stiff. Oh, and hey, if you're just tuning in, please, if you want to get notifications of the live, hit the bell. That subscribes you to the live stream, so you'll get notified when I go live. If you're on an iPhone or a tablet, just hit the screen and the bell will pop up, and then it'll be easy to find me on the live. And now, a little bit of warm up of the arms since we were sitting still. Let's come back to that tossing the ball before we get into doing our push-ups. If you're tuning in late, tossing the ball, the palms are up as they come across, and we switch which arm is in front first. And we use our knees a little, and this helps to bring a lot of blood flow into the arms and hands. I use my knees to get the lymphatic fluid flowing too. Just breathing real deep and slow. Oh yeah. I feel the blood flowing back into my shoulders for sure. It doesn't take long to build up the arms this way. But then, now that we've got it, I'm going to give myself one more stretch and get into the journey to 100 push-ups. Yes, that's right. I'm doing them on the floor. I'm doing every set on the floor today, but you can do them on... No, I shouldn't. I'll do the second 2 sets on the floor. But I'm going to do the first set here because maybe you're doing them on the wall and I want you to have company. I don't want you to feel like you're the only one because this is where I typically do them at home when I'm waiting for my tea to boil. So we're going to do 100 push-ups but in 3 sets unless you've gotten stronger now and you can do them all in 1 set. But I'm going to do them in 3 sets, going fast and kind of wimpy, but even though they're wimpy, they're not fully down and fully up, it's good form. Keep your spine in alignment, your head straight, and don't use much effort to do the first 34. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and then keep going to 100 if you can, or just relax, coming into deer antler posture, picturing all of your energy flowing from your hands back into your body, slowing down the breath, slowing down the heart for just a few breaths. So this is a journey to 100 push-ups. We make it as easy on ourselves as we can. So I'm starting on the wall, then after my short rest, exhale, lower the hands. Now I'm coming to the floor. I'm going to do the next 2 sets on my knees because I want it to be easy and not strain. Because I'm not feeling top-notch today, and that's okay. Every day is different. It's good to know where you're at. So if you are feeling top-notch and you want to come into perfect push-up form, go for it. I'm not. I'm going to do 33 here now that we're settled in. Let's go for 33. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and keep going to a total of 100 or just stop. Relax. Picture all your energy going from your palms back into your body. Minimal breath. Quiet the breath. Calm it down. And in that way, we recover way faster, picturing that we're recovering. Makes it much easier. And it gives me so much joy to be able to say, I did 100 push-ups with you today. So inhale, separate hands, exhale, lower. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get to 100 even though I am not feeling top-notch today. This is an easy way to do it and feel like I still got in what I needed to stay healthy because my upper body needs strength. So I'm going to do one more set of 33 with you. Are you ready? Thanks for supporting me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and then relax. We did it. We made it to 100. That's a good Monday, so relax. Take a few breaths. Calm down your heart. If you've been doing all of the push-ups with me since January, that means today you have completed 1,800 push-ups this year. That's right. That is your claim to fame this week. I have done 1,800 push-ups. Not many people can say that. Good job. And then a big inhale, open the hands, exhale, lower down. Shake out a little. I feel like I need a little more flow in my routine, so I think I'm going to come into a little wave hands like clouds, but without moving my feet. Here in Qigong, bringing up the left hand like holding a beach ball, and turn and drop it down. And then bringing up the left hand like holding a beach ball. Turn and drop it down. Using the body to bring the arm across to the other side. Now I'm going to forget about that left arm and hold the beach ball in my right. And let it go. It's so hard for me to do one hand at a time, but I want to set it up for you one hand at a time. Because after working those arms, it feels like they need a flow. So now, bring the other arm into holding the beach ball. So now we'll do them both at the same time. It's pretty simple. Just imagine one arm hugs a ball to your chest and then the other. It's a nice, soft, relaxing flow known as wave hands like clouds. It's very gentle and I can feel all the tension leaving from my shoulders. Yeah, my shoulders got a little tense from the push-ups even though they were easy, and just bringing in a little flow can help to release that. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you, Lori and Pat, for being video members. I appreciate your support. Unfortunately, not many people are joining in on that crowdfunding idea I had. And because of that, I might be canceling the lives at the end of March. I'm going to see how it goes till the end of March. And if we get some more subscribers or some more donations, I'll continue to get up at 4 o'clock. But today I did not want to get up at 4 o'clock and come here. In fact, I almost didn't. I thought, why? I don't make any money doing this. What's the point? I have my own practice. So, I'm just throwing it out there. If you like this work and you want it to continue, please consider supporting it because it's really hard to get here in the morning. I don't need to do it. I do my own thing. So, after a little bit of circling to come back into flow, let's give it a close. Give yourself a little love for doing 100 push-ups if nothing else, or just getting out of bed. Sometimes that's really hard. Thank you, body, for making it into the Qigong session today. Thank you so much, legs, as we go down the front. Thank you, knees, for bending each and every day. Going down to touch your precious toes if you can reach them. I love you, toes. You're the best. Thank you, calves, coming up to the backside. Thank you, hamstrings. Thank you, cushy butt. And then down the outside of the legs. So this is a little bit different than the massage. Now we're touching the whole body, up the inside. Thank you, legs, for being so strong and capable. And then bring it around to your back. Give your back a little massage, side to side, up and down. Thank you, back. From bottom to top, you are always there for me, holding on my head every day. Thank you, neck, for doing that. Thank you, brain, for being awake and alive today. And oh my goodness, thank you, eyes, for seeing clearly, more clearly than before. Thank you, ears. Thank you, nose and mouth. Thank you, throat. Now, we were talking about congestion earlier with the eyes and stuff. If you have sinus issues and congestion, just this alone can really help you. But I frequently see people doing it in a way that isn't so effective. So the most effective way is very soft from your jawline all the way down. Because I see a lot of people do this. That doesn't really do much for you. You want to go real soft down the whole thing, a whole stroke down the throat. And then thank your arms. Palm side first. Thank you, arms, for giving and hopefully receiving from the giving. Hasn't seemed to work out that well for me, but that's okay. I have enjoyed doing the lives, even if this is the last month of them. Thank you so much, arms, for doing a good job for me each and every day. Thank you, heart, for going forward with love and joy. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, whole body, for getting me into another beautiful day, another Monday. You got this, body. You got it. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and sharing your energy. And again, thank you to the video members who are supporting this work. Thank you to Lori and Tammy and Pat and Trisha, who has also contributed to this work. I appreciate you being here with me. Hope to see you all Wednesday. Have a great Monday.